Have you ever started a workout routine, felt super motivated on day one, and then 2 days later, your body hurts so much you can barely sit down? Like seriously, you try to get off the couch and suddenly you're moving like a 90-year-old. Or maybe you watched a workout on YouTube, tried to copy it, and halfway through your shoulder starts hurting, your back feels weird, and you're thinking, is this normal? Look, a lot of beginners think pain is just part of the process. But here's the thing, pain isn't progress, injury isn't dedication. And unfortunately, a lot of people quit exercising entirely because their first experience ends with a pulled muscle, knee pain, or a sore back that lasts for weeks. In fact, according to research published in the Journal of Sports Medicine, up to 50% of beginner exercisers experience some type of preventable injury within their first year of training. And most of those injuries happen for one simple reason. People jump into workouts without learning how to do them safely first. My name is James. If you're someone who is in a similar situation and don't know where to start, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. On this channel, I break down health and fitness topics into simple, practical advice you can actually apply in real life. And today, we're talking about something that almost nobody teaches beginners properly: how to work out safely without injuries. Because here's what most people don't realize. Getting injured isn't just painful. It's one of the main reasons people quit fitness altogether. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how beginners can work out safely, avoid the most common injuries, and actually build a routine you can stick with long term. Now let me ask you something. When most people decide to start exercising, what do they usually do? They go on YouTube, they search something like 10-minute abs workout or full body HIIT fat burning workout, and then they try to follow along. And look, those workouts aren't necessarily bad, but here's the problem. They're not designed for beginners. It's kind of like learning to drive. Imagine if someone gave you a Formula One race car before teaching you how to steer. You'd probably crash within the first 5 minutes. And this is exactly what happens with exercise. According to the American Orthopedic Society for Sports Medicine, beginner injuries most commonly occur due to poor technique, doing too much too soon, skipping warm-ups, and training muscles that aren't ready yet. In other words, the problem isn't motivation. The problem is starting incorrectly. Step 1, start slower than you think you should. Now, I know this might sound counterintuitive. Most beginners think they need to go all out, sweat like crazy, push until exhaustion. But here's the thing, your muscles adapt faster than your joints and tendons. This is where it gets really interesting. Research from the British Journal of Sports Medicine shows that tendons and connective tissue adapt up to 10 times slower than muscles. So what happens? Your muscles get stronger quickly, but your ligaments and tendons aren't ready yet, and that's when injuries happen. So instead of going all out on day one, start with the rule of 60%. That means if you think you can do 10 push-ups, start with 6. If you think you can run for 20 minutes, start with 12. Think of it like charging a phone. You don't plug it in at 200 volts. You start with the correct voltage so the battery doesn't explode. Your body works the same way. Step 2, always warm up, even if you're lazy. Okay, let's be honest. Most people skip warm-ups. You get to the gym, you're in a rush, and you think, I'll just start. But here's what most people don't realize. A proper warm-up can reduce injury risk by up to 40%, according to studies from the British Journal of Sports Medicine. Why? Because warm-ups do 3 important things. Increase blood flow to muscles, improve joint mobility, activate stabilizing muscles, and look, your warm-up doesn't need to be complicated. Just follow this simple 5-minute routine. Minute 1, light cardio, jumping jacks, brisk walking. Minute 2, arm circles and shoulder rotations. Minute 3, bodyweight squats. Minute 4, hip circles and leg swings. Minute 5, slow practice reps of your workout. That's it. 5 minutes. But those 5 minutes can literally save you months of recovery from an injury. Step 3, focus on form, not weight. Now this is where beginners get into trouble. You see someone lifting heavy weights and you think, I should try that too. But look, your body doesn't care about how much weight you lift. It cares about how well you move. Bad form is responsible for a huge number of injuries. Lower back injuries alone account for over 20% of gym injuries, according to the National Strength and Conditioning Association. So here's a simple rule. If your form breaks down, the weight is too heavy. Period. Here's an easy example. Think about squats. Good squat. Chest up, knees tracking forward, back neutral, bad squat, rounded back, knees collapsing inward, leaning forward. And here's the funny thing, a perfect squat with body weight is far more effective than a terrible squat with 100 pounds. So if you're a beginner, focus on mastering movement first. Strength comes later. Step 4, don't need to train every day. Now, you might be thinking, wait, I thought consistency means working out every day. Not exactly. Your muscles don't grow during workouts. They grow during recovery. When you train, you're actually creating tiny micro damage in your muscles. And during rest, your body repairs those muscles and makes them stronger. But if you train every single day without recovery, your body never catches up. That's when overuse injuries start happening. For beginners, a perfect schedule looks like this: 3 workouts per week. That gives your muscles 48 hours to recover, which dramatically lowers injury risk. Step 5, listen to your body. Now this part is important. Not all pain is the same. Good pain, muscle soreness. Bad pain, sharp, stabbing, or joint pain. Delayed onset muscle soreness, also known as DOMS, is completely normal. It usually peaks 24 to 48 hours after exercise. But if you feel sharp pain, sudden joint discomfort, pain that worsens with movement, that's your body sending you a signal. And ignoring those signals is how small problems turn into serious injuries. Think of it like the check engine light in your car. You can ignore it, but eventually the car stops working. Your body works the same way. So if you remember nothing else from this video, remember this simple formula. Warm up, focus on form, train 3 times per week, progress slowly, listen to your body. That's it. No fancy workout plans, no extreme programs, just smart, sustainable progress. Because fitness isn't about pushing your body to the limit. It's about building strength safely so you can keep improving for years. Look, starting a fitness journey can feel intimidating. There's so much information online, so many different workouts, so many people telling you different things. But here's the truth. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start safely and consistently. Because the people who succeed in fitness aren't the ones who go the hardest on day one. They're the ones who avoid injuries and keep showing up. And if you can do that, 6 months from now, your body, your strength, and your confidence will be completely different. If this video helped you understand how to work out safely as a beginner, make sure to hit the like button so more people can see it. And if you want more simple, science-based health and fitness advice, subscribe to the channel. Also, let me know in the comments, what's the biggest challenge you face when trying to start exercising? I read every comment, and your question might inspire the next video. And remember, start slow, focus on form, stay consistent. Your future self will thank you for it.